Hi, and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen and happy Australia Day to you wherever you are in the world. Today we're taking a wonderful succulent prawn and a piece of beef. And we're going to be making a surf and turf kebab, and of course it's Australia Day, we're cooking it on the barbie. Thanks for joining me, let me show you how. Now don't be afraid to buy green prawns, they are so easy to prepare. All we do is take that prawn there and just twist off the head, pull that away, and now we have the shell and the body. And I'm going to keep the tail on. I'm just going to get my finger under there and just peel back the skin or the outer shell and just pull that away. Now I want to leave the last little bit of the shell on like that. It just looks pretty when you're doing a kebab. Now it's important to take the little vein that runs down the back of the prawn like that. So we'll just take a sharp knife and we just gently cut, not too deep, into the flesh. And just inside here you'll see that there's a little vein. And if we pull gently like this, we can pull it right the way out and just discard that. We don't want that in our prawn. And there you have it, one prawn ready for the barbecue. So we've got all our surf prepared, let's get our turf prepared. Now I've got a piece of rump steak here. You could use sirloin, but there was a beautiful piece of rump today at the butcher's. A little tip, put your kebab sticks in a deep glass of water like that and just let them soak up for an hour or so before you use them. It'll stop them burning on the barbecue. Now let's take this piece of beef, and I just want to trim any excess fat. We don't need that for the kebab. And then we're going to be cutting our beef into strips, and then we want some cubes, fairly big cubes here, about 1 inch square, so pieces about that size. And I'm going to be using 3 pieces of beef per kebab. And once we've got the cubes of beef ready and our prawns are all peeled, we can start to assemble the kebab. So the look I'm going for is beef, prawn, beef, prawn, beef. And on either end of that, I want a little bit of bun. So I've got myself some mini baguettes here, and I'm just going to trim off the tips. And the first thing we want to do is take one of our kebab sticks and just push that through until we're about 1 inch or so from the end. Take a piece of beef and skewer that through the center. Push it up against the bread. And now the first of our prawns. I'm just going to go in near the tail, the bottom of the tail there, and then come out of the prawn again and go back through the body, and then we just want to slide that down up against the beef there. Beef again. Our second prawn, this time I'm going the opposite way. No particular reason, just think it looks pretty. And then the final piece of meat, just to crown the kebab off. Then I'm going to stick that other side of that little piece of bread on the end of the kebab like that, and I think that just looks great when it goes on the barbecue. It's a full meal when it comes off. So let me quickly just prepare a second one, and this time we don't even have to go for the end of the roll. We could just use a little slice of bread. So now I want to take a nice slug of olive oil. Got some fresh rosemary from the garden. We're just going to pull those leaves off. So we're just going to finely chop those rosemary leaves up to release all the flavour from them. And then lift the rosemary, pop it into the oil, and give that a good stir around. Now before I put the oil on, I want to season this. I'm taking some regular sea salt, and I'm going to season my kebab. Just going to turn that over. Season both sides. And I like black pepper on my steaks, and I like it on the prawns too, so I'm just going to season that. Now let's take our rosemary and olive oil, and we're just going to paint that over the kebabs and over the bread as well. Want plenty of that on the bread. Both sides, of course. Come on, join me outside. The weather is gorgeous today. Let's get to the barbie. It's an absolute gorgeous day out here in the garden, and we want that barbecue smoking hot before we put the kebabs on there. Let's get on and cook these surf and turf kebabs. So I'm just going to lay them on there now. Listen to those sizzle. And I just want them to sear on either side for a minute or two. We don't need to overcook the beef or the prawns in this instance. Okay, I just want to turn these over now. You see that side there is almost cooked all the way through. Then we just continue to cook on this side. Now to me, they are pretty much cooked. I don't want those prawns overcooked, so I'm going to lift those off now. And they are ready to eat. Now because we've got the rolls on the end there, we can just slide the skewer out of that, and I can tell you now, that is going to be absolutely delicious. I mean, I don't know where to start really. I'm going to take some of this beef. Perfectly cooked, a little pink on the inside. And I've got to try one of these gorgeous prawns. Oh, that's so sweet, so succulent. And we can take the little ends of the bread there and we can make ourselves, just pull the tail off the prawn, pop the top on there, and we've got a little surf and turf sandwich as well. I mean, serve this with some lovely new potatoes or French fries. You are going to be an absolute winner on Australia Day. Guys, I won't eat this now. It's a little bit too big to get in my mouth even. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please share the love, give the thumbs up. I hope you've enjoyed the Australia Day series. Happy Australia Day to all of you. Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you next time. And whether you're celebrating Australia Day or just watching this months down the line, please comment, subscribe to the channel, stay in touch, give it the thumbs up. Love every one of you. I'll leave a couple of links here to some other videos, and I'll see you next time. Be good.